and I fuck my male co-star in the ass like crazy until he becomes visibly pregnant with my child.
And that's the metaverse. Guys, we're here.
Give it to him.
Amazing guys, Cherie Deville.
Cherie Deville.
You know her, you love her, so does your left hand. Ladies and gentlemen, Cherie Deville.
Left hand.
Left hand, right hand.
Left hand,
both
right,
hands.
ambidextrous. Whoa, both hands. That's a lot of cock. Anyways.
Too much. Some say too much cock. Can we say that?
Some say.
Whoa.
Some say.
Not me, but
Son
some.
of a bitch.
But what
We're
is
off to a rocky start?
what is too much? What is like, that's a no-go? Because you know when
Too
like.
much is like when the next day you couldn't fuck him again.
Wow.
You know what I
An
mean? Then I'm
entire
like,
day?
yeah.
So you're
there
like,
a-
your vagina went to like CrossFit? Like you just can't do it again?
Basically, yeah.
Gotta
It's
put
like
the
I need
frozen
like
peas
a
on
week
it?
off before I take more dick.
You know-
That's like, I like a dick that I could use every day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what the
like
fuck?
vitamins.
No, one of my best
A
friends
boyfriend did.
divorced her husband after 5 years because his dick was too big. They couldn't fuck as much as she wanted.
The judge is like,
I'm
hold
not
on.
kidding.
What did you just
I'm
say?
not kidding.
Really?
Yeah, he had a really big dick
Uh-huh.
and their sex was good, but she couldn't fuck him. Like, she had a pretty high sex drive, wanted to have sex a few times a week.
Right.
It was not in the cards for them, and eventually it ruined their relationship.
Wow.
Wow.
That is,
Yeah, well, sex is important.
it's an expensive cock right there. You get half the money
Yeah,
off that thing.
who got half?
Well, they shared custody of their child. Like, it
Who
was
got
like
half the cock?
Yeah, who got
Let me get a few inches. Because even at that point, it's still packing like 7 inches, I would imagine.
I wonder if you can get like when a woman has huge breasts, but it's hurting her back, and you can get them downsized.
Yeah, breast
I wonder if
reduction.
you can like reduce that dick.
You
Give
probably
me a few inches if you can. What TF is good? It's your boy Trevor Wallace, and I'm back. And tour dates, freaking psyched, dude. I'm all done. I'm
You're done.
all done. The Are You That Guy tour has been completed, and man, I'll tear up right now. You don't think I won't tear up? You don't think I won't tear up, man? 28 cities, 38 shows, over 34,000 people fucking pulled up.
Wild.
And the amount of people in the audience that were yelling title, goddamn. A lot of where's Gabe? Gabe's too hot. We gave him too much power. There's a lot of people yelling, where's Gabe? But in every city, no matter how much I loved the show or hated the show, at the like, I knew that there was podcast people there that like were there for so much support. And I don't know, man. It's just crazy to think about just the fact to like do this massive tour and so many people and every show I'd almost ask like, yeah, we got podcast people here. And like the room would like light up to the point where I think the other people in the room would be like, oh shit, I got to check this stuff out. But man, some of my favorite moments were, I'm just going to do some quick cities. Tampa, fucking awesome. The Wilbur was insane in Boston. The Vic was great. Pittsburgh, so much fun. Dallas, Austin, Dallas especially because coming out of the fucking when I did the shows in Plano at a goddamn Marriott, Austin, Los Angeles. The Los Angeles show was so it was like T-ball. It was just a perfect game. It was my favorite show. So if any of you guys came to a show, just know I felt the love from the audience, and it was fucking amazing. And Michael got to join me for a lot of those dates, and yeah, just thank you to everybody who came out. You know, I really do appreciate it. And it didn't go unnoticed. And we got a lot of cool gifts out there. And somebody brought Michael a t-shirt that says, I'm in physically good health. So, I mean, dude, it's just like, there's an audience level of love. And then there's a podcast level of love. And the people that bring you gifts or the people at the meet and greet that are like, yo, on Patreon, we genuinely feel the love. And if I'm ever like, yo, this means so much, I fucking mean it. So thank you. And on that note, I'm done for now. But you know who's not done? Michael Blaustein, run the tour dates.
Michael Blaustein's got tour dates. I will be in Las Vegas, June 23rd to the 24th. I will be in Nashville, July 8th to the 9th. I will be in Austin, Texas, July 24th to the 25th. I will be in Chicago, August 4th to the 6th. And I'll be in Tempe, September 8th to the 10th. Come out, more dates. Come and go on blaucomedy.com to get tickets. And on that note, Gabe, hit him with the splat.
So is there you know how like roller coasters, like you must be this tall to ride it? Is there one with like you're too tall to ride this? Is there something like that? Have you ever been on set and you're like,
No.
can we get a PA?
Well, before I work with a guy, if I've never worked with him before, you look at pictures, but it's hard to say because it's like, you know, a height, length,
you gotta
put it
ratio.
up so you gotta put it
Yeah,
like
you
the
need
scale.
like
Next to an
something for
arrowhead.
scale.
Yeah.
So then you start calling your girlfriends, right?
Oh,
And then
wow.
you start checking it out and seeing if they needed time off. And then you look at your paycheck and you're like, do I want time off? And yeah.
That's
so
what my
funny.
girlfriend said she did with me. She called like a bunch of people that I used to
called
have sex
a
with
bunch of
because she was
people.
like,
Yeah.
I need to find out if it's too big.
She called
Too
me
big.
and I was like, you'll be fine.
Hold on!
It's so funny what you were doing. I do with like, since we both do stand up, I'll like call him or he'll call me and be like, have you done this show? Is this an okay show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But except there's not as much cock. Well,
Well, there's a lot of
There's
cock.
some cock.
stand up comedy, a lot of cock.
Yeah.
So what is, but like, what do you do when you show up to set and you're like, this is too.
Oh,
Has
like
anyone
if
ever-
you didn't do your research
Yeah, you
and you
didn't do your
just show
homework.
up and like you're genuinely making the surprise face because you're concerned about
Yeah,
your day.
Great thumbnail.
Thank God that has never happened to me.
Really?
But I think once you're there, I'd probably be motivated to do it. But if it was genuine, like if it's too big, it's too big. You can't do it. You can't do
Yeah,
it.
it's
You
quick.
know?
So when you walk on a set, is like women are like they go into the makeup, the chair, whatever. Do dudes go to makeup or dudes
Whoa.
or dudes are like in the corner jacking off and you go, that's too big. You know what I mean? When do you see
in
it?
the corner jacking up. Can
He's
you
excited.
imagine? They're
Yeah.
just
He's
in
bored.
the makeup room.
Yeah.
Or he's using a manscape to clean up down there?
Yeah.
Usually guys show up, they take a shower, they give you a hug, and then they leave you alone. You know,
But when- so-
until it's time.
So if for whatever reason, if you didn't do enough research,
Yeah.
you're staring down the barrel of it and you're
Yeah,
like,
you
fuck,
are.
this is too late.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's never too late. You can always call the scene, but like, I feel like that's kind of on you because you didn't do your fucking research.
Right.
Like, phone a friend.
Yeah, the guy
You
can't
know what
really be
I mean?
mad either.
Phone
you know?
a friend.
It's like like the guy can't be mad because he's like, oh, I guess I got too big of a dick.
Too
you
much
know?
cock.
Sorry, we can't work today.
Some guys
Too
are on
cocked
my
up.
vagina no list and on my anal yes list because their cocks are so big.
Whoa.
What is this
Yeah.
list? Where can I see it? Is it like the naughty or nice list? How is it?
Yeah, is it on Reddit? Let me.
Is it
I want to frame
my
it and
God,
put it in my
can you
kitchen.
imagine if everyone posted their no lists?
I
on
would
Reddit?
love it. I would love to be on it.
A guy's no list is nothing.
Zero.
It's just no.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
harder for guys to have no lists, but like
Yeah.
most of the top male performers have actually more extensive no lists than the girls.
Really?
Because like, think about it. You're kind of only as good as your last scene. And if you don't have chemistry with this girl or she fucking sucks and you're concerned about your erection,
Word.
you better fucking put her on your no list for your career.
So you're only as strong
know?
as your last scene. It's like
Kind of.
that
You're only
saying.
as
What's
strong
that?
as
Your weakest
your
link.
Weakest
yeah.
cock.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
your
How it
weakest
goes.
cock day.
What the list?
You're like the list.
Well,
the list.
Tell me about the list.
The list confuses me a bit because you were saying the vagina no list, the anal yes list.
Yeah, like
Are
my
you-
butt can take way
That's-
more than my pussy. Like
All
I
right,
feel like
that's
the
the-
butt
that's the title.
expands like infinitely. You know
Does
what I
it?
mean? But your pussy, it just is what it is.
So why doesn't babies come out of the asshole?
God, wouldn't that be nice?
I'm a
I
genius.
might
Now
have
we're talking the
children.
real question.
Wow. Okay. So your butt is like, dude, you
It's
can
much
fit
more
a
forgiving.
Fiat in there.
Yeah, at least one Fiat. Yeah.
Wow.
Are there women that
The
are like,
Gucci
I
Fiat?
can't? Maybe the Gucci Fiats have to go. Can you imagine walking into a dealership and be like,
Is that
I
an
want
actual
that one?
thing?
Yeah,
It's
there's a Gucci
real
Fiat.
thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally says Gucci on the back and it has like this stripe over the top.
It's trash.
It comes with a free hookah in the inside, actually.
It probably does.
I mean,
Look
it's
at
like
this.
a good-looking car,
Well,
but
that's
it's
the
like,
thing. Yeah,
how much
no,
is
that's
it?
a real thing. It's
No.
a Fiat. How
That
much
looks-
could it be?
That looks inexpensive.
you know what? We might be surprised. You put Gucci on anything. Gucci has toothpicks that are
yeah,
like 4K.
they're like $100,000 for your Fiat.
What are
it
we
might
talking?
catch
Well,
on
hold on,
fire,
let's
but it's gonna
guess.
look
I-
fucking
I'm
good
gonna
while
say
it does.
54K.
I would say 85. I would say
Stop.
8. It looks like an
No.
expensive jelly bean.
I'll be pissed if it's 85.
It's going to be 85.
Expensive. I drive an expensive
Oh.
jelly bean.
25.
25. Gabe, why didn't you get this
So you
car?
could either get that
You got a
car
stupid Mazda?
or a Gucci purse.
Did you do anything?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So when
There's
you
no
started
way.
racking in the money, shout out that body, shout out that ambition, shout out everything.
Shout out to Gene. Shout out to Mom. Shout out to Dad.
Yeah,
Shout out to God.
Yeah.
Shout out
Shout out to Universe.
Chick-fil-A, everything.
Yeah.
Did you have like a stupid purchase like fuck it? Or are
You know, I
you're
like get really horny saving my money.
Me
Like I've always,
too.
since I was 16, like this is me. I went to a county fair at 15 years old
Uh-huh.
and bought cookware for my future. Like I'm
Yeah.
a very forward thinking
Smart.
bitch. Like I
Smart.
don't waste. I still drive a Mini Cooper. It's from 2015. I don't give a fuck.
That's why you hate
I don't give a
Fiat.
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, because you are beefing with the Fiats
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
I respect it. That's great.
Listen, You're talking to two people who save. This makes, dude.
Especially
horny.
in this job, like it could be over at any time.
I have that
like
same
if you're
anxiety
not
daily.
saving, like what am I going to show off? Like I'm going to pawn purses or some dumb
Yeah.
fucking clothing or like a depreciating asset like a Gucci car. Like,
Yeah.
That's dumb as fuck.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
renting like some $10,000 apartment instead of buying. Like no.
Yeah.
No.
You got your head on
No.
straight. And I mean, so is there a lot of since I do a lot of YouTube stuff, a lot of residual money. Is there residual money in all the stuff you're doing?
That's such a good question. So like if I'm shooting for
Fucking
TED
kill that
Talk.
question.
Yeah.
Goddamn,
Fuck
60
yeah.
minutes over there. That's
Yeah,
I
fucking
said the
right
word
now.
residuals, dude. Can I
You
spell
did
it?
No.
If you work for somebody else, no. It's
Oh,
a
it's a
1 day
buyout?
paycheck. Yeah, you get paid for that day's work and it's over, which is why a lot of people who have a name work for themselves.
Yeah.
Once you produce your own content, you can sell it as many times as you want. You can sell it on different platforms. You can repackage it. You can send it through the clip stores. And I let all of my
NFT.
content die on tube sites because you still get like a little tiny bit of money per view. But I've been
Gotcha.
doing this 12 years.
Yeah.
12 years worth of content on Pornhub, even if it's a few cents a view.
It's.
I mean, every single day.
I mean, we're talking Brady Bunch numbers. This is big.
That's huge.
I mean, congratulations. I mean, that's like, I mean, I've been doing comedy for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Dude, 12 years doing
years.
one thing,
Yeah.
founding it.
Yeah.
So back to your asshole.
Back to your
So
asshole.
when
How
did you-
many raccoons?
Yeah. no,
Five.
well, but I'm just like, at what point were you like, well, I can get more in there? Do you know what I mean? Like,
You know, honestly, the moment I realized that some people can only go in my ass is when I fucked Dread.
who
right?
the hell?
Well, you're gonna have to Google that man.
Sir
He's
Gabriel.
Use Google.com.
gigantic. And
It's
our
called
first
Dread?
scene together was anal, and it went great. And then we tried to do a vaginal scene together. Oh,
What does that even look like?
Shit.
Just trying to fit a Nike through a keyhole?
Basically,
Wow.
yeah, like he's thicker than this. He's
No.
Is that a
insane.
liquid death?
He's insanely huge.
Do you think there's dudes that are like, we talk about this a bunch of the podcasts. Do you think there's guys that have like cocks like that are like, it's like a hindrance?
Absolutely.
Right? Because there's so, like you,
Oh,
even
absolutely.
if- 'cause you
In a
could
real
vi-
relationship,
Yeah,
I think it
yes.
would be almost impossible for him to have a regular lover.
Yeah, he's got to make a custom fleshlight. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, unless he can just do.
He's got to
asshole.
find a girl with like a massive vagina.
Yeah.
Just like
like a hippopotamus of a pussy.
big pussy.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a weird first date question. Do you have a big
How
pussy?
big is your
Do you have
puss?
kids?
Because
Also,
Jalapeno-
is it
Yeah.
like a swimming pool?
Yeah,
Can I get in?
jalapeno poppers, awesome. How
Gabe,
big's your pussy?
Yeah. Did you happen to pull it
You
up?
look petite, but how's the
But isn't that weird that sometimes girls are petite, but they can take it?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you can have like little guys with huge dicks, vice versa.
That
Tall.
pisses
I
me
mean, it's
off.
not
It
even
does.
about that.
There's one guy
Yeah.
in porn, you probably know his name, but he's like this, like, he looks just like a random, like 22-year-old. He's got kind of like long hair, skinny little kid,
Yep.
packed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is
Packed
that? I think I know what
up.
you're talking about. He looks
I
like
don't
a
know.
Russian exchange student.
But I saw him walk in the door,
bags
all of his
of
clothes on the scene. I was like,
You're like, this is going to be
Okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
and then he took his pants off. Then his cock took his pants off, and then I
Yes.
was like, by all
like
means.
a legit tripod.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
right. He was a kickstand before the scene. Yeah,
Yes.
I saw it. And I was look at Gabe's
Sometimes
face.
I'm like concerned about like their blood flow to their head. Like
Right. 'Cause
you
it all
only
goes
have
there.
so much blood in your body. How does it even work?
Is there a lot of like? There's a lot of like Blue Chew Viagra being taken. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, even a top male performer once told me, he's like, if you could take a pill and do your job 20% better, would you?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, I'd take
yeah.
Viagra if it made me 4% funnier. You know,
See?
I would just go
1%
on
I'd
stage.
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocked up.
They turn the
Yeah.
AC on too hard, and I'm just hard. You
yeah,
know?
don't even need a microwave. Just use my cock.
Gabe, do you find it?
Well, we have to fuck in so many like uncomfortable positions and like
Yeah.
crazy environments
Also,
that it's
are-
almost necessary.
Are they always like,
sometimes.
you got to turn off the air conditioning too and all that shit
in the
for sound?
summer for
Stupid.
sound?
Dumb.
I know.
It's also never
But,
at
like,
night.
LA summer is fucking hot.
And not even LA. We're talking the Valley.
Yeah,
We're talking
man.
Van
Oh yeah, you're
Nuys,
in Chatsworth or
Tarzana.
some shit. Yeah.
Just Valley Village.
Yeah.
Hot places.
Yeah,
Why don't
it's
they
a
ever do it at
nightmare.
night? Just because of lighting?
Who wants to work at night? I don't want to work at night.
I would rather be good temperature and work at night.
Yeah, I'm there
Oh,
too.
that's a tough one.
But I guess
Yeah.
we do stand up, and that's also at night. But in my head, I'm like, night is more romantic. Or is
Night
day just
is more romantic.
right?
This is
I don't know
my
if
job,
it's-
though.
I don't- yeah,
you
I
know
don't know
what
if
I
it's
mean?
romance.
That's true. You're like, put
I
on the
don't need
call
any
map. I'll fucking.
romance.
Well, that's what makes me a pussy and you a professional, okay?
I've asked a bunch of performances, and it always fascinates me. Is it hard to separate work from the like actual love?
Not for me.
Really?
Yeah, and I really enjoy my coworkers. A lot of them are my closest friends.
Coworkers
and I
is so fun.
prefer to fuck
Yeah.
my friends than strangers 100%.
That is.
I know they're cool. I know they're safe. I know they're not going to be like doing some weird creepy shit. Like
Yeah.
absolutely.
They're
But like
respectable too.
love is love
Get
and sex
cupcakes
is
after?
sex, you know?
Yeah.
Bars.
And porn sex is, even if you try and connect, it's just like inherently disconnected because you're performing for a camera, not your person.
Yeah.
You know, you're fucking at like a 45-degree angle so that they can
Yeah.
see everything.
You're fucking
and
on
like,
the Gucci Fiat. It's just too
Yeah.
much.
Do you ever
yeah.
look back at your early days and be like, God, I was trying so hard here? Or
Oh,
you're
I
like,
don't watch my porn because I know
really?
I don't want to. I know that I would like pick myself apart and be like,
Yeah.
why'd you make that face?
That-
Why
well,
don't you
that's what I was
suck in
thinking.
your stomach? Why don't you? No, no, no,
Well,
no,
for like
no,
the
no, no,
early
no,
days, I feel like
Yeah.
you're really playing to the camera. Now you're like, I'm a pro, I just do it. But
I got yelled at a lot in the beginning.
Really?
One of my
Why?
very first boy, what's it? Yeah, boy, girl scenes. I was so enthusiastic.
That's
It was
too.
my best friend. It was her first boy, girl in her whole life, on or off camera.
Oh shit.
Super enthusiastic. It was like my 5th scene ever, and they wanted me to eat the cum out of her pussy after the guy came. So I am just like slurping it up. I'm eating it. I'm
Yeah.
doing a good job. And then I'm like, I did such a good job, right?
Good job.
Big fucking smile on my face. And I look at the director and he's like mad. And I'm like, what?
it's like, I was going to
I
do
did
that.
it. Came in the pussy, ate the cum. Okay, good. What did I do wrong? No. In porn, you show the cum, you spit it out, you
Yeah.
suck it up, you spit it out, you suck it up.
Because the visual.
He had to
Grand
do another
finale.
pop. Everyone was so fucking mad at me.
Another one. So how
He
long
had-
did it take him? That's another
He
45 minutes
he
away.
was mad too, so he
Yeah.
goes and takes a swim in the pool to try and cool down, chills out for a little
Being mad from
while.
fucking is so funny.
Yeah.
I got to do what again?
Yeah.
But I guess it's like with any job, there's always going to be the stressful levers where somebody's going to be mad no matter what.
Yeah.
It might sound easy to me, but he's like, he fucking was sweating his dick off.
Yeah, it was
He was
hot.
holding himself.
warm, the
Hot, warm.
valley.
I'm gonna go
There's
take
no
a
way to-
swim.
There's no way to cheat that. He
Elmer's
already
glue?
He already came in there. There's not a PA that can just come somewhere.
Some companies would have just filled you up with Cetaphil or Spunk and like redone
Spunk?
that part. Spunk lube. Spunk.
No.
Have you ever seen a picture of girl with cum on her face?
Yeah.
It's never
I-
come.
one or
Never,
twice.
ever,
Really?
ever come.
What is it? Like coconut
Cetaphil.
water?
Cetaphil usually.
What's Cetaphil?
Soap. It's that hand soap. It just really looks like
Yes,
cum.
I've
So
washed
whenever
my
I
face
see
with
it
that
in
before.
whenever I see it in the grocery store, I giggle because I'm like, cum soap.
Oh wow! So they just do that. It's like how the
just
commercials.
put it all
It's like
over your
not
face.
real steam, or it's not like real
Right,
cheese.
because they like
put
want to
on
make it look like really, really good. Plus, you've
Yeah.
probably done that picture before you fuck.
Ah, I'm gonna put some on my face and just
You
go
do all
get
the
tacos down
sex
the street. See what
stills and
happens.
all the cum shot stuff before you have the sex. So you
God,
look
this-
good,
Oh, that
you know?
makes so much sense.
Because like by the time I'm done fucking, I look crazy. My lash is sticking to my forehead.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
things
yeah.
have not held up. You know,
Wow.
things
I
have
mean,
not held up.
There's so much that goes into it, and I don't know why that blew my mind. It's like, yeah, it's like any video production.
Yeah.
You know?
Or what if he has a small load? You want it to look like he's just like come a gallon on you.
Can you fix that in post? Just a little bit of
Yeah.
CGI. They add like a
Can you
random
imagine?
Yeah.
There's like a $20,000 CGI budget for like cum.
Good morrow, fellow lads. It's Blue Chew, bitch. You know what's going on.
Uh-huh.
It's time to dig yourself. What am I doing reading the
Don't
ad for
read
Blue
that.
Chew? Dude,
It's time to get your cock hard.
that's what
That's
it is.
what time it is.
That's what the ad said.
Yes, it says, hey, guess what? Are you a man that wants to get his cock rocked? Yes, we
Whoa.
are. I am. You are. Gabe already consistently has a hard cock. That's what he used to
True.
record.
Exactly. And also, it's not just to get it hard, it's
No.
to get it back in action for that sweet faption. You know what I'm saying, baby?
Yes,
That
sex.
round two.
Two.
What is Blue Chew? Can
What
you
is
let
it?
us let them know?
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet at a fraction of the cost. Dude, let me tell you something. You don't got to go to a CVS or a Rite Aid, stand in line to get the freaking pills. Hey, how you doing? My cock is al dente. You don't have to do that. It goes right to your house in discreet packaging.
Boom.
Boom.
Package, you got a better one. It's chewable.
Yeah.
Freaking Blue Chew. Tastes good too.
It does actually taste good.
Does taste good.
It does taste good.
Yeah, sometimes I wish it didn't give me hard so I could just chew them on the couch.
Whoa.
The best part of all,
What?
It's free.
How much?
It's free.
How much money is it?
But I will say
What?
It's free.
Okay.
The only thing you got to do is you got to pay for the shipping.
Well, yeah, UPS, Amazon, you got to pay them guys.
Yeah, you got to pay the package so you could have a better package.
Hey,
$5.
write it down.
$5.
$5.
But use the promo code SOCKS.
Mhm.
That's promo code SOCKS and you get your first month free.
Go to Bluechew. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm hard.
You got to go to bluechew.com, promo code SOCKS to receive your first month free. Oh my God, free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this Comcast.
Goddamn. Look, baby, we're
What?
all adults, and I know some of us choose to use nicotine to relax, focus, or just unwind after a long day, or drop a deuce,
Oh, shit.
drop a poop.
Dude, Lucy's a modern oral nicotine company that makes nicotine gum lozenges and pouches for adults who are looking for the best, most reasonable way to consume their nicotine. Guys, it's a new year, all right? So why not start it out by switching to a new nicotine product that makes you feel good?
Just do it. You know, I have a bunch of friends who chew nicotine, and they prefer it. It's very clean. You know, smoke, you smell a little bit.
Yeah.
People at bars don't let you in. You got to wear an eye patch every once in a while.
Arr.
These are great just to kind of, you can do it anywhere. Work, driving for Uber. Do whatever the hell you want.
Producing a podcast.
Are you chewing nicotine right now?
Yeah, I got a pouch in right
How
now.
do you feel?
I feel good. I feel like I'm on top of my game.
That's great.
That's
Look,
what it makes you do, dude.
And here's the thing, man.
What?
It's just really for what suits you. You know, you want to be done with the smoky smoke, switch on over to Lucy. And hey, if
What?
this sounds like it's interesting to you, what you can do is go to lucy.co, no M, lucy.co. That's one more time, lucy.co, C-O, and use promo code SOCKS at the checkout. See what you get, dude. They might hook it up for your boy over there. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet.
Also, I do
What?
have to say this. It's a disclaimer.
Read it.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Remember, if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, use lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code SOCKS.
Socks. Goddamn. Are there directors
Hollywood,
like
baby.
if they pop? Not a lot of the directors like we told you not to jerk off last night. Like we need a lot.
Oh, yes, sometimes. Like
Really?
with brand new performers. Like,
Yeah.
I had a performer that was so excited he thought he should jerk off like while we were in makeup.
Oh,
And then his cum
no.
shot was weak. And the director was nice, but he's like, I know you're new, but for the future, you know,
Yeah.
this is not something we're looking for. Make sure to hydrate, make sure to have zinc, make sure to, you know.
Oh, is
Zinc.
zinc
Yeah.
like makes, dude, what is that stuff that I was gonna say you
Red Bull?
You porn? Why am I blanking? You Pornhub, Jesus.
Yeah.
Pornhub.
Porn is
What
a-
is, what is
Tuesday.
that? Set a so whatever the
Semtex or something?
Sem-
Yeah,
Is that
Gabe,
real?
horned up.
What's that?
2 points for Gabe. Well, they run
Semtech?
run
What?
ads on like all their commercials and or on the videos. Be like, do you want more of a load? And they just squirt out a bottle.
Oh, I'd say 90% of those things are fake. Like
Right.
the
Oh,
only
yeah.
time people try and pay me to put shit on my Instagram is like some male enhancement pill. And every once in a while when it starts to look legit, I'm like, send me the ingredients list.
Yeah.
Send me the research that,
Right.
you know what I mean? And they just like can't. They just have
Right.
fucking nothing. And I'm like, I'm not pimping snake oil to desperate dudes. That's just sad.
I'd buy it.
It's just sad.
Snake
Honestly,
oil?
But a lot of
respect
people
it.
would, because a
Yeah.
porn star
Yep.
has said
That's
at
true.
work her co-stars use, which they of course do not,
No.
X, Y, and Z to get hard, when really you're like 2 steps away from a heart attack and just caffeinating yourself into
Yeah.
high heaven, you know?
Yeah.
Makes sense. If you're gonna get tips from anybody, it's gonna be somebody in the industry.
Right, but not when they're lying.
Yeah.
That's
Or
true.
just like did it for the money.
Have you this probably answers yes, but have you ever like entered a scene you're like this dude doesn't do anything for me, right? That's got to be a
Sure.
thing. And then if that happens, what do you do to get into? You think about George Clooney's early days or some shit. Like how do you get
Like
into
a
it?
hot-
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually I can appreciate almost anybody physically. It's
Wrong.
like if they
You're
open
lying.
their mouth and they're fucking annoying. So I just try to like avoid them like the plague until we have to fuck. And then I'm like,
Or you change the script. You're like, let's do a
or like
silent
stuff
film.
something in their
Yeah. Charlie
mouth, or
Chaplin.
like, please God, shut up, or my vagina is going to turn into the Sahara Desert. Like,
Yeah.
shut your fucking face.
But yeah,
So they can shut up and then you're like
Then
okay,
I can be
yeah.
okay. But if you're like annoying me or like really dumb, like
Is
I
there a-
can't. I just
Is there an example of something like somebody said something where you're just like, oh God?
Or just, a lot of male talent, especially if they're nervous, they're like trying to talk you up, but like
They're over-talking.
everyone likes different kinds of people, So if you just happen to not be my type and now you're way over talking, I'm the female performer. All I care about is that your cock gets hard. So I'm going to be like, oh my God, yeah. You like, oh my God, I love that. Yes. Because it's not about like, I can jerk a guy's dick. That's nothing. You have to fluff a guy's brain, right? Or their
fluff
dick isn't
a guy's
getting hard.
brain.
Yeah,
That's
a title.
It's a real challenge to be that fake when someone is that annoying. Because if their head's not in the game, they're not in the game, and I want my scenes to be good.
It's true. At the end of the day, it's like this is still your work and it will be out there. So you push through it.
I want it to be good.
There's so many times where I think in any career where you're just like, this is today, let me just push through it. Or there's shows that we've done where like, this is shit. And
this,
then you're
it's not going to be great, but
let's just do what I can. You know?
Right.
If anything, the comment might be like talking shit about that guy. I'm like, yeah, but she did her thing. She was great on that.
It was fine.
So what are those
in editing? We'll fix it in post.
Yes. What do those halftime speeches sound like? If there's a dude that just can't get like, do you allow him to just do his own thing, or do you go over there and
whatever
brain
he
fluff
wants? Whatever he needs. Like some guys like to be alone looking at their cell phone. Some people want you to just play with their balls. Some people want you to rub their nipples, jerk their cock, suck it. Like everyone's different.
Get them some pancakes.
You don't have to for sure. But again, this is my day. Yeah. Do I want it to last 3 hours longer? Do I want like I'm going to get the day done in the most efficient, professional way that I can.
You ever done multiple scenes in a day? Probably, right?
Yeah. Especially when I work for myself. I'll do maybe I'll do like a solo, a few girls. The boys will come in at the end of the day. You finish the day. The boys will roll in at the end of the day.
I forget who we were talking to, but they kind of like was it Emily? Emily Willis?
She's adorable.
Yeah, she's great. But she was just like, she sends out her own call sheets. She does all this.
You have to,
yeah. But it was like, I love that side of things. It's just like, the contracts you signed are for this, but it's like working for your own self. There's something motivating about it because it's just like, it's all an incentive. It's all
it's
the
a free for all.
It's all money's for you. You're like, exactly. It's a free for all. You can make as much effort as you put out there. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like, it's got to be like fun. And it's like every time I like have my own shoot and there's like people that are like getting there and there's different directors, doing all this stuff. It feels fun. You're like, this is for fucking me.
You can say what you want. You can do what you want. You can do it for as long as you want.
You can dress up as a daddy long leg. Nobody gives a fuck.
I just did a Power Rangers parody for myself 3 days ago. It was
Stop it.
I was a Red Ranger.
Who was Zordon?
Please.
I gotta show you. So we did, instead of Lord Zed, we had Lord Head. Right? And we're like, it's Morphin time. But then he's like, no, it's Horfin time. We just turned into slutty versions of ourselves. Dicks were out.
The puns in the porn world will never not work for me. They're so fun.
I've always liked like comedy porn almost.
Have you ever done one of those where it's like a parody on a film?
Yeah.
There's so many. What are some of the ones
I've done The Grinch.
Really?
Which was amazing. We had to wear prosthetic noses. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
We were talking about on this other person's podcast that the Grinch fetish is
like a big fetish for the Grinch.
There's a big community.
But dude, I see it. I feel like he's in that Dom world. He be fucking he be ball gagging.
That's a tough day for the guy. Like, not only have you been painted, but you're in a fursuit all day trying to fuck, like really fuck in a fursuit.
Is the cock green?
I think you can go a lot of ways with it, but it was in our parody. Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So you did a Power Rangers one.
For myself.
For yourself.
The Grinch was not for me, unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel like there's so many that are just like parodied.
What's a good one? What's like a movie?
That's what I'm saying.
Like a porn.
I asked Gabe to Google it.
Got a Foreskin Gump.
I love a double. Yeah. When you parody and you throw a pun in the title, like
dude,
that's
should have been
gold.
Foreskin Pump.
Well, there's a whole AVN category for best title. And it's always some shit like that wins.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We didn't even go down that road. AVNs. You want a bunch of those?
I have.
Let's go.
For which ones?
Well, I'll tell you my favorite. I've won MILF Performer of the Year a bunch, which is great, and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah,
but my favorite one, like my personal bucket list one, is most outrageous sex scene. Because to me, like if your peers who do this day in and day out are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the actual fuck? Like if you can like concern your peers, then you've really
the follow-up here is
you've really aced it.
What was the scene?
Yeah.
I gotta know.
It was amazing. So basically it begins with, this is like, I feel like an old trope in porn. I'm an alien. I've come down to the planet. We want to breed, so.
Classic.
I feel like that's been done a million times in porn, right?
it's just funny for aliens. They're like trying to take over and like, yeah, but what if you fuck first? So like,
but how about your semen?
Yeah,
you know, that
exactly.
alien human
They got the
combo
little antenna
person.
on their forehead.
Yeah. So we fuck. It's a great cream pie. It's a great boy girl scene. And then I grow this huge fucking dick, like this giant dick. I do, yeah. And I fuck my male co-star in the ass like crazy until he becomes visibly pregnant with my child.
And that's the metaverse.
And
that is.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good Tuesday.
Hot.
So
it was hot,
the person who wrote that, when they pitched that to you, were you like, for sure? Or were you
I'm
like
abso-fucking-lutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because
I love pegging.
It's empowering
first of all.
for you. Yeah. You get to be like, you do you, I do you.
Yeah.
So I feel like my girl always thinks that she can fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I have this image in my brain. Like, I just feel like women, for the most part, feel as though they can fuck until they actually try the action, and they're like, "Oh, this is way harder than I thought."
Way harder to be a male performer. When I'm wearing a strap on, and granted, that's just wearing a strap on. That's not even maintaining an erection. So it's not even as difficult because I don't care if I put all my blood in my thighs doing some crazy up and over position. You know what I mean?
Pee.
Yeah. It's way, way harder to do the fucking.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You tell him to get on top. You're like, I'm over this. I don't care how many minutes
of reverse cowgirl you did.
Yeah.
It's still not at all.
I'm so. Dude, I thought we were gonna have a battle. I'm so happy. You're like, nope, it's hard.
No, because I do a lot of strap-on stuff, and you know you're gonna be fucking working that day.
Are there any dudes that are like, this is my first strap-on scene?
Probably.
Have I popped anyone's strap-on, Cherie?
Well, Michael, you're about to learn.
I feel like I have.
Okay.
I don't think I have. Yeah.
I think, dude, I'm not. I think I said this on the podcast before. Like, you know, into butt stuff for sure. And I feel.
Any guy who's not into butt stuff is crazy.
Thank
your
you.
G-spot is in your
ass.
I yell about it on
You put me onto
your
it.
prostate gland.
Yeah.
Hello.
Check it out.
You milk that shit. You don't even have to touch your dick. You'll come.
There's untraveled terrain.
Yes, that's crazy.
Dude, I had a doctor recently fingered me because I thought I had hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
And I was like, well.
Yeah.
Madam.
Yeah, you get in
Dim
deep
the lights.
enough.
Dim the
Yeah.
lights. Let me get a lollipop.
So I think I'm a dude who wants to try everything. You know, wants to try everything. I'm not saying it's going to be in a year. I'm not saying it's going to be in 2.
Sit on this water bottle.
I will. But I feel
that's a big start.
But I think I know. But I feel like at some point I'm going to be like, you know what? Fuck me.
Yeah.
Someone.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go
next International Women's Day. You should get yourself pegged.
I love that.
I'll do the dishes while she's fucking me.
Oh, that's hot.
I feel
Film
like
it just for me though.
Huh?
Film it just for me. You know, just
send
send
it
me
over.
the footage.
Fire it up.
I won't
I'm
share
gonna
it.
be crying.
But I feel like Michael, you're such
then
a
have 2 cameras so I can see that part too.
Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, what are you? Because I feel like you're such a alpha. You're such a dominant guy in the bedroom. So what are you gonna do when you're like having that get
He's
done?
a power bottom, maybe.
Yeah.
He's a power
What I'm
bottom.
saying is
I see that.
I'm gonna fuck myself.
Oh yeah, you're gonna ride.
Oh.
I'm
gonna make her work for her
That's
money.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna
While
choke.
wearing, like,
I'm gonna do a
overalls.
little choke as I'm going back. Yeah, because you don't fuck me. I'm fucking you.
Still fucking
sorta.
you.
You could just do the ones and put it on like the shower. They have the suction cup ones.
Yeah, but that's
Let's practice.
Slippery. There's a lot. I mean, and the suction cups, like, it's hard to find a strong enough one.
That is funny if you like rip a hole in the wall.
Oh, I'm gonna. It's so funny.
He's got good triceps.
I'm gonna break a hip. Just trying to, like,
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Take the LA
That's how
Fitness.
I
Dominate.
Cherie Deville dies of breaking her neck.
Great title. Very clickable.
Yep.
People
That's
will watch.
wild. So how? I love to ask this question. Is there a scene or kind of like an sexual experience that you're like, oh, I got paid the most for this? Like, what's the most you've ever paid?
What's the most I've ever been paid? Definitely one of my gangbangs. I mean, because you kind of get paid per dick. You know what I mean?
So but those dudes
Yeah.
aren't getting much. They're getting like $10, right?
You know
And
what's
then-
lame about being a guy? Like, I have different rates for like everything. Like everything you can imagine. It's a different rate or like an add-on. You know what I mean? Like one more dick add-on, one more bitch add-on, add-on.
So it's like buying a car at Carvana.
Right, but a guy comes to work. They just have a
Flat
rate,
rate.
whether they're fucking you in the ass, whether there's 10 other dudes there, whether it's
Really? You think gangbangs they'd get less?
Less work.
Well, less money, yeah. Less. Well, there's more people there. That's like, aren't you just like happy to be
It's a different kind
here?
of challenge, though. Keeping your dick hard when she can't pay all of the attention to you.
Yeah, big ego.
And then like kind of like coming on time ish.
The come on time thing's wild to me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's some play and there's editing, of course. Not everyone's like a simultaneous comer, but like, I'm not trying to sit there covered in cum for 20 minutes for the last guy to
semen.
fucking finish.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I feel like at the
God.
end there's like 3. If it starts with like 10, at the end there's like 6 and 4. You're like, where
Yeah.
did those dudes go? And they're just in their car already. Like, fuck.
You do lose a guy sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
If they
Then he
just sort
just
of like
waddles back.
wander off set,
And
they
they
just
just
sort
leave?
of
I would fake a phone
like
call.
if they lose their heart on, they got to get off camera, and they're allowed to pop back in if they can get it back. But if not, please don't come back on camera and make me look like I can't keep a dick hard.
Wow.
You know?
Is there dudes on the bench waiting to get in to like fill in? Like let's say
they should.
Let's say
But
Lars
no,
can't
usually
keep
they
it up.
want as
Do they send
many
in
as
somebody?
possible right
Okay,
away.
stunt double?
You know?
Yeah. See, I
Oh
have
my
a big
God. One of my
ego.
friends just worked for a company, I think based out of Thailand, and they have a different dude do the fucking, and then another guy flies in for the pop shot.
Flies
Every
in.
time.
Flies in.
Really.
I'm like, did his dick
Imagine
look
going through
identical to
customs.
the other dick? And
Oh,
she's like, no, it didn't. Yeah.
Huh?
Not fly like on a
Not like-
plane.
Oh,
You said fly in. I
No,
thought they
like
were.
fly-
I meant
thought.
like zoomed in.
Oh
like
no, I
just,
thought you meant like
whipped in.
we're flying a guy from Reno down
No,
for this fucking
no,
cum
no.
shot.
They did both technically fly
Funny, though.
in from Thailand.
Funny.
However, no, there's just one guy like just watching and jerking off
think
in the
that's right.
background. And then that other poor guy, I guess, doesn't
Tag
get to
team.
come or whatever. And then that
Oh, yeah,
guy's
what does
just for
that dude
blowing
do?
loads.
Yeah.
But in terms of like in the film or behind the scenes, that's for me. I'd be like, let's do that. I don't want to worry about.
Which guy would you want to be?
Oh,
The
me?
fucker or the comer?
I would want to be the. Oh God. I would want to be the comer.
Yeah,
I'd
you
rather
want to
be
be the
the
comer
I would be the
too.
fucker guy, but also
Really?
I'd be like,
But then you're
if
like
I
coming
not
in the bathroom all
B-roll.
sad by yourself.
well, I would like try to finish, but also be like, that's extra if you need it. If you need it.
Well, yeah,
Because I know how filming this goes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do mine, but like also fly him in from Reno.
Do both.
But just to
And
have
then
it.
you see whose load is bigger. See
Options.
who makes the final edit.
Yes. I'm giving the editor options.
That's
yeah,
nice.
the guy that's coming must have like a beautiful load.
I guess that's the point. But
Yeah.
still, like, then have him do the fucking. Now you're
maybe,
paying two dudes.
but maybe he can't fuck a lot. I'm gonna be
well, then
honest.
hire someone different.
Boom.
There might be.
Fly somebody in.
Here's the thing.
Fly somebody in from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Can we get the point across?
Because I'm
No,
gonna
Michael, fly somebody
fly
in.
someone from where?
Yeah.
Sarasota?
Portland, Maine.
Portland means a
Because
real
all
place.
the best dicks come from Portland, Maine.
Do
Like,
they?
I don't
I
know.
think they have good-
You're like,
they have good
you just
humidity.
confidently said Portland, Maine, so I just felt like you were in the
They have
know.
lobster, tails,
They do.
tails,
Tails,
Cock. Got it.
length.
cocktails. I've never been there, but I'm thinking of good humidity up there. I don't know. I'm baffled that there's so many
Yeah.
different. How many people are usually on set per scene? Would you say?
Oh, that depends. Like I just did a huge feature for Digital Playground where we were renting out like a fake private jet and all that shit.
Oh,
there we
damn.
go.
So then there's going to be like way more people. You got
many people is
sound
there?
guys and a script manager and all that shit. But like for my sets, I'll just have makeup artist, camera, sound, maybe a PA, then the talent.
Has a sound guy ever ruined a cum shot by dipping the boom pole in?
I've ruined cum shots by accident.
Really?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Like, start laughing
Like
and
one
sneeze?
time, oh, that'd be funny. One
Yeah.
time he was coming, and I don't know why I did this, but I breathed in, and I actually inhaled it into my lungs. Then I'm like trying so hard not to cough, like
Yeah,
just to
you're
give
like,
it a
"Oh,
few
pipe!"
more seconds. But then I'm just,
Oh man.
I mean, I was
Yelling wrong
half
pipe
like
would be hilarious.
dying on cum.
Yeah.
the fact that no one's ever been fucked by a boom pole on porn sites is crazy.
I'm
ASMR
sure if you
porn?
watch enough porn, you'll see
Okay.
it.
There's
There's
You
got to
know,
be
I
ASMR
mean,
porn.
Well, there
Yeah.
is. We watch a snippet of it.
ASMR
I'm not
porn?
really an ASMR guy, but we watch a snippet of it. I'm fucking into that.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where she puts the mic like in her mouth.
Yes,
and shit.
bro.
Yeah,
I don't know what the
Yeah.
hell.
There are some people that are really talented at ASMR.
Have you ever done
Do you get
voiceover?
it though? Do you get the zzz?
No, I don't get this, but
Oh, that's too
that's
bad.
hot. I don't get this.
You do?
A little bit, yeah,
You-
but they
you
have
get
to
it a
be
little bit
really,
too, right?
but like different noises
Oh,
do
no?
it for me.
Okay.
Like some, you know, I like the like tappies and the comb noises and stuff like that. Some people like wet noises. I don't know.
Oh, wet noises. I'd jump
I
off
would
a bridge.
kill
That's
myself.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think for relaxing, it's weird to hear that and get horned up.
Yeah.
You know, maybe graze an areola on the
Yeah.
mic. Maybe that.
I mean,
Maybe,
I
don't know.
like reading porn. I like erotic novels. I like
There we go.
My
listening to
girl likes to
porn.
read porn too,
Yeah,
or erotic
yeah.
novels, not like porn.
Yeah,
Have
my
you ever-
imagination is better than what most people can do
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
set.
yeah.
And
Have
I
you ever
don't
done
mean like my
voiceover?
physical their bodies are fine. But I feel like a lot of people, like, they do their dialogue however well they do it, and then they drop their character during the scene. But I want to see whatever characters, like, if I'm going to bother to watch the intro, I want those characters to fuck.
Same
Come on,
character.
y'all.
Yes.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah. Also, we need to stop this in porn and email people. We don't need a beginning. We don't need a narrative. Narrative is fine. Just fuck.
Just fuck.
And
Well, let's
also,
ask a
there's plenty of
professional.
that. That's Gonzo.
and also, can we do this?
Somebody else brought that. Oh yeah, Lisa was talking about Gonzo. He's the man. He's the director, right? He's like
No,
the,
it's a
the guy.
guy.
No,
It's a typo.
Gonzo just means
Sorry, horned up. Anyways,
Gonzo means there's no theme. Gonzo means the theme is we are fucking.
Yeah.
You know, but
good
like some people
theme.
like
Could I-
storylines, some people
That's
fast
what
forward
HBO
through it, some
does.
people
We're
just want to see
fucking-
the banging. Yeah.
But the problem with some Gonzo is I would like to see the babyest setup ever.
Like what?
knock knock, show me your cock.
Something like
Cool.
that. But I just want to see.
I'm your neighbor. Do you have any flour? Here's my dick.
Yeah. So who's giving people flour and sugar these days? If someone going to my place to ask me for sugar, I would say, go to Ralph's, you fuck. Why are you yelling at me for sugar?
But what if it's
I'm the girl who, when I moved into the neighborhood,
Oh,
get
no.
everybody cookies, and I do hit up my neighbors
Oh,
for
that's
things,
nice.
and they hit me up for things.
Okay.
So but I know it's hard to like cultivate that in LA, but I'm like,
Right.
God damn it, this is happening for me.
if you knocked on my door and I opened it, I would be so confused. I'd be like, "Where's the cameras?"
Yeah.
You
yeah.
have to deal with that a lot because I feel like your face is very recognizable. Would you say that?
Yeah, like I was at a Pure Space just a couple days ago, and the
Yeah.
doorman to the building thought of an excuse to
Yeah.
come up and knock on the door. He's like, "I don't think you finished signing in downstairs." And he's like, "Can I ask you? You look very familiar." And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"I definitely finished signing in downstairs, but you
Yes.
can have a picture with me."
Yeah,
Yes.
that's always something I think must be an interesting thing, and maybe like a little smile in your head when somebody
Yeah.
looks at you too long in
Yeah.
a grocery store.
Yeah, where
like a
you're like,
20-year-old
"I know you
clerk.
now, but you're too scared to come up to me."
Right,
and
And he's
that's
also with
cute.
his wife. He can't just fucking saunter over you
That
and
is
be like,
also
hey.
weird.
Or they
Yeah.
can't. They're not sure.
Right.
Right.
So they don't want to like offend a like non-porn woman
Oh, wow.
by
Yeah.
like basically calling them a slut or something. I don't know.
Do
you
people
know?
ever like figure out mid-sentence? This happens like sometimes when I'm traveling. They'll be like, "Did we like have a class together? Were you in my like Zumba?"
Yeah.
Are you-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, there
And
it
then
is.
they just
Waddle
turn
off.
all shades of
Yep.
colors
yeah.
Yep.
and then try and deny it sometimes.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh no, I don't know."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy Toledo. The next ad is sponsored by ShipStation. What is that? I will tell you. If you run an e-commerce business, you probably feel like it's about time people stop treating e-commerce giants better just because they're bigger.
And you're absolutely right.
Yeah, dude, that's why ShipStation gives e-commerce sellers of all sizes access to the same deeply discounted rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies. No wonder ShipStation is already trusted by over 100,000 sellers. All right, terrified of dealing with international, you have COVID, with international shipping? Don't be, okay? ShipStation makes it breeze to ship anywhere around the world. So scale away. ShipStation can handle it, dude.
Saving money while making shipping easier, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, this ShipStation is so good, man. We're working on our merch drop, almost done with it right now, and it's like trying to like do the research when we're trying to do this and see how are we going to ship stuff. We got so many of you international people like trying to figure out how we can get you guys the merch like in the most affordable way possible.
Word.
It's really a struggle, but then we went on to ShipStation and like checked out their rates, and it's crazy like how good they are at this.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
What?
Don't let the big guys keep all the good discounts to themselves. Sign up using promo code SOCKS for a free 60-day trial today at ShipStation.com and start saving with every shipment. That's 2 whole months of discounted shipping absolutely free. All you got to do is go to ship, like the things, boats, ShipStation, and click on the microphone on top of the page and type in SOCKS.
Socks.
Make ship happen. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. This is ShipStation.
Goddamn.
Hey,
What, dude?
I just want to say, do
Huh.
you know your credit score?
No.
I'll tell you.
What is it?
420.
That's not good. I'm high.
It's sick.
Okay.
But here's the thing, man.
What, dude?
Credit karma. What is credit karma? I will tell you.
Tell 'em, dude.
Because there's people listening to me like, well, what is it? This is for people who want a new credit card, but they don't know who to choose.
There's too many, dude.
There's too many.
Who
Little
is
Caesar's got
MasterCard? Apple's got a credit card. Visa's got a credit card.
Little Caesars has a credit card.
Dude, Lil Pump has a credit card.
Lil Pump?
Yeah. You don't need to apply to the first offer you see in the mail, okay? Credit Karma can help you zero in on the right option for you and apply with more confidence.
Yeah. Have you ever been rejected for a credit card?
Yes.
Sad. And it happens way too often. That's why Credit Karma created Karma Confidence Technology, helping out members apply with more confidence.
Hey, Credit Karma uses your credit profile to show you offers that are tailored to your financial situation. Credit Karma partners with a wide range of credit issuers. Wow, that's a weird word to say. So you can be sure that you are exploring all sorts of options, bro. Best of all, Credit Karma uses your credit data to show you your chances of approval before you even apply, helping you apply with more confidence. All right, ready to find the card for you? Head to Credit Karma and check out your personalized mix of offers today. Go to creditkarma.com or Credit Karma app to find the card for you. That's creditkarma.com.
Creditkarma.com.
Goddamn. So in the industry obviously has like flipped a bit, right? So are there still contracts with like companies that are lucrative enough for you to still do, or is it more lucrative just to stay, it's my own business, let's just stay with OnlyFans, or do you kind of like flip back and forth? You flip back and forth,
probably,
right?
Yeah, so that's sort of like a multi-part question, because OnlyFans and the ability to sell our own content is kind of new. And every platform that we've ever been able to sell our own content on, like, I'm sure you remember like the Snapchat heyday, the solo girl site heyday, there's always been something, but for a variety of reasons, they're generally extremely temporary in porn. Yeah. So there's a couple of reasons why I think performers shouldn't retire just based on OnlyFans. One is because OnlyFans is going to end.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. It's, I mean, maybe it'll be the one thing in my 12 years of performing that lasts forever, but that's not what I've seen. So when it ends,
they tried to end it, right?
Well, they've already tried. Visa and MasterCard are completely against porn. You know,
Amex is like, we're horny, run it.
They've already dictated like half of the things that we can't do is not because of legality. It's because of like some dudes at Visa and MasterCard being like, well, I guess you can stick 4 fingers in the ass, but once you put that thumb in, we're not paying for it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
But also
that's a handshake.
Yeah.
Also, we've talked about this 100 times. Fucking the CEO of Visa and the CEO of whoever, dude, they're fucking gerbils in Sarasota on Sundays. And they're making demands on what you know what I mean? Like, they're fucking
the words
freaks.
we can say.
Yeah.
So basically, like, if you want porn that you can't find, blame them. Yeah.
Wow. So it's essentially just because it's eventually going to get just too out of control. And they're going to have to shut it down.
Yeah, you know, OnlyFans is huge. Visa and MasterCard are coming down hard on them. They're already doing a lot of like...
And why is that?
They don't want to be associated with porn. They don't want to have their companies helping us sell pornographic content.
But what's wild is if you do like, well, actually, I don't know. Maybe this is the question I want to ask you. So like the Pornhub Premium, can't you use a Visa, MasterCard, whatever to get that? So what the fuck's the difference?
Well, they did pull billing for Pornhub for quite a long time.
Oh, they did? Okay.
They did. I don't know if it's back yet, but that was like that whole scandal where Pornhub had to comb through their content and now they only have like verified users and a bunch of the content got pulled down. Wow. And even after that, it took a really long time to get their billing back. If they have it back, I'd have to look. I'm not entirely sure.
When a video drops, if it doesn't do well, are you like the fucking algorithm? That's because Michael and I always, like if a video doesn't do well on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, we're always like, fucking algorithm. Is there an algorithm for porn?
Absolutely. Especially on the tube sites. Yeah. I'm sure part of it is like, did you do a good thumbnail? Did you do a good clip? Do you know someone at Pornhub who you can email to, you know, it's, you know, the same scams as everything. Wow. Yeah. And then if you're a huge name, you're on the list of the top models, your stuff gets seen more, the algorithm for you gets better. It's like a self-feeding,
do you
know?
Yeah, so the game is probably the same, right? So do you ever like try to collaborate? You're like, you call Riley Reid, you're like,
of course.
maybe we should do, because you know that it's like kind of across fan base.
Why? If I'm working with someone with less of a name than me, I'm helping them, or it would be for the scene, or I'll just pay them so they don't own the content as well.
Yeah. There you go.
You know?
Buyout.
Yeah.
So what's like been your like biggest collab that you'd be like, fuck yeah, this is great, I'm excited to do this?
my stuff with Riley does sell really, really well, but my best sales are with other MILFs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because of my fan base. Yeah.
So
they like the double mommy action.
Double mommy
that just
action
sounds
is
hot.
a title and a
Double
half.
mommy action.
Double mommy
Yeah.
action.
That just sounds
The comments
hot.
on there are probably insane. Just
Oh
goo
my
goo gaga
God.
for days.
Goo goo gaga.
Hilarious.
What milk is coming out of your tits?
So
It's
what MILF was? You said
hilarious.
you did something with Lisa Ann, right?
But for her site.
Oh,
Years ago when she
okay.
was directing, I hope I'm not getting this wrong, but I think it was one of her movies for Evil Angel. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was retired
Yeah.
before I started really producing my own content.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the MILF stuff, did that kind of just like you did a video for that and the title hit, and then you're like, I'm
Fuck
down
it.
for this.
Well, I was in my mid 30s when I entered the industry, so
Really?
I was like automatically a MILF or
Really?
like a secretary or some sort of like
Right.
adult female role, you know, the
Yeah.
trophy wife, the whatever it is. Yeah.
Trophy wife.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to do. I don't want a trophy wife, but the idea of a trophy wife
Yeah.
is so
No responsibility, all of the money. Yeah.
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 But
I
just
want
this,
to be a
like,
trophy wife.
dude, I've told
No,
these guys
you don't
this-
hear me. I
Oh.
want to be a trophy.
But
Yeah.
could you though? Could you just cook and clean?
I'd
and
be
fucking,
bored.
Yeah, you're cutting
You don't wanna be
carrots
the
all
I'd
house
make
day.
boy.
birdhouses. I'd get bored.
Yeah.
No, I don't think trophy wives have to cook and clean. It's not 1940s. If you're with someone rich, you have a
No.
chef, you have a
Yeah.
housekeeper.
That's
You
true.
just
Your
go to
job
Tulum.
is to like
Yeah, you
go
have
to
to
the
do
gym
yoga.
and look good, and like when your man comes home or whatever, you suck the dick right, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm
so
out.
awesome, dude. My my 13-year-old self loves a trophy wife. That I told you guys that I used to have these daydreams that I would like. My wish was that like just a lady lived in my closet, and I would come home from like school, put my backpack down, fuck, and
I
then
think everybody had something in
Right?
that
There's a
realm.
whole genre of porn for that. It's called free use porn. Free
what is
use?
going on here?
Yeah, you
What-
don't even know about that?
No. What do you
We're
mean
like,
free use?
okay, like, so say this was a podcast studio, right? And
Hey.
you had a lovely editor sitting over there. And in free use, they could still be editing the video. They don't care about the sex. It's not engaged, but everyone's allowed to fuck anyone at will. So you could just come up behind them, bone until you nutted, and then go about your day.
Like zoos.
You know what I mean? It's just a free use office where you could have sex with any of the women at any time. They might have to continue working because they are at work.
Oh, so
But-
they're that's so funny. They're on Microsoft.
She's on a
Paint
Zoom
getting-
call.
Or whatever,
yeah.
yeah. Or like, you know, a free use household would be like your wife could be cooking, but she's never going to say no, but she might continue to cook or do whatever
is
she's
odd.
working.
I didn't know I was into
Yeah.
Free use.
Free use.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you
did
meant
a
like
free use
copyright free
scene for
music.
myself where I was playing video games and my stepson came up and I'm like, mommy's busy right now playing video games. And I'm like, but if you can use my ass without fucking up my game, I'm going to keep playing.
Now
you know
that's
what I
a
mean?
good Twitch
Yeah.
streamer right
Yeah.
there. Get signed to FaZe Clan. That is good.
Twitch, I'd be like, banned.
Yeah, I mean it's so funny. I love like reading the comments in porn sometimes when
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Oh God,
you know.
it is funny.
But like,
or
cause
when they argue with each other,
it's insane.
that's my favorite.
When it gets political, hey,
I
we all
posted
just
this
come here?
thing. Like, obviously, it's in porn. So if you're watching porn, we have something called paperwork, which means that
Yeah.
everybody was consenting and everybody knew that it was porn.
Yeah.
So I did one where a doctor, I guess it looked really real. I went to the doctor's office. I pretended I had a vibrator stuck in my vagina. We got the
Classic.
speculum out. Anyway, obviously it ends in sex. On Pornhub, there's like 200 comments of people arguing with each other whether it's real or not.
How, like, what was it filmed like a security camera? Did it like
Well, this
look
was in
kind
my
of?
Snapchat days, and I learned on Snapchat how to change the timestamp. So what I would do is I would like film intros in real places and then film sex in rented locations that look
Got
like the
it.
real places, splice them together, change the timestamp so it looked like it was happening then, which is a pretty
Yeah.
easy way to fool people. So they were, I guess, legitimately confused, but also like, how the fuck do you think I'm selling this? How the fuck do you think
I
I'm
mean-
selling this?
I mean, dude, people
That's
think
the internet.
people think reality shows are real. You
Yeah,
know,
which
so
is
like
hilarious.
which is, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, my girl literally thinks reality, like the Kardashians, is real.
That's
like,
so
this is
funny.
not.
That's
do
cute.
you understand how much money is put behind this? There's no way they're just letting
they're
people
just
riff.
winging it.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah, there's no way.
no.
Wow.
That is. Has there ever been a reality show for porn stars? Because why
yeah,
not?
Brazzers House.
Shut
it's short,
your
but
mouth.
yeah,
What do you
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Is
But I
there
think
sex
there's
happening,
like,
or is it
yeah,
just
I
like,
think there's
you
maybe
guys-
up to 5 seasons of Brazzers House.
The
I don't
rapper
know. A lot of
Blueface has like a
seasons,
show.
yeah.
It's called like Blueface's Girls or something. And I think they're all dating him. or something like that. It's like it's behind a paywall. I don't really know all the details, but yeah, there's definitely been some stuff like that. I feel like.
Oh, I've never.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Where it's just filmed all the time, and there's always like secret drama that the cameras don't even know about.
Yeah.
That, like, we get to know about.
I would
And-
watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like too hot to handle, but they are having sex. Really,
But they are having sex. Yeah. I bet they're all having sex in those shows too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I watched a Cirque du Soleil show in Vegas a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, I really want to know who's fucking who because these people
Oh
are
yeah.
hot.
The Blue Man Group gets off set and pipes it
I
down.
hope
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I hope they're all fucking like in acrobatic ways, or
think
that's
so.
what I thought about later that
Keep
night.
a good bond. Yeah,
there was
right.
there was a Vegas show that my dad. So funny. My dad and my sister and I went to, and it was like the
Weird
Cirque du
transition.
Soleil. I know the Cirque du Soleil. Oh, I'm getting there. The Cirque du Soleil that we saw in Vegas was like the sex one. I mean, they didn't fuck, but it was like the.
The.
Do you know what I mean?
I didn't see that. Was it Oh God. Yeah, I know
Something
the one you're talking
like
about.
that,
Anyway,
whatever.
yeah.
But dude, I was 16. I was like, they're. And by the way, they're all fucking.
They have
They're in
to
the
be.
environment for the entire.
They're with each other for like
Yeah.
sometimes years.
Yeah, there's chemistry no matter
It's
what
just
you
like
put people
porn
in.
actors. Like everybody's banged everybody on and off set. Like it's not
Right.
that many of us in the business. Like,
Has it-
well,
okay.
in like the high end business.
Yeah.
you
The
know?
amateur. It's kind of like with anything.
You
It's
could be
like
in
there's-
Wyoming fucking
there's-
and put it on Pornhub, sure. But I'm talking about like
there's a
you're getting
million
hired by
rappers,
legit people
But then
in LA.
exactly, there's millions of actors, millions of rappers, YouTubers, but there's a
Right.
few that are like that
Yeah.
have made a career out of it.
And I'm sure they all know each other too.
Wow. Yeah.
So has there ever been a time where you fucked dude on set that you didn't know, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, there's some chemistry. You want to get a coffee?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you like people, like a lot of my best friends, the relationship started by fucking.
God, I would love to
Yeah.
hear some of these. Like you run into them at a Whole Foods, you're like, I haven't seen you since we DP'd back
Absolutely.
in Catalina.
No, absolutely.
How
Really?
is everything?
Absolutely.
You still
Or, like,
packing that
even
Subway
funnier,
footlong?
like,
Jesus.
You know, you haven't worked with someone in a while, but you fucked them a million times.
Yeah.
You show up, oh, how's your wife? How's your kids? How's
like-
everything? Like, or you're even like, because you do sex stills, which are kind of boring. So you're like, you have the dick half in the pussy, and you're like, like pretending that you're
Oh.
fucking. Half the time you're like, oh yeah, how's Sharon? Oh yeah. Get a couple pumps in. Oh yeah, you're just having some dumb inane
yeah.
I think
conversation
what's
while you're
great about-
pretending to fuck.
Talking to you is like it's really just it's great to hear how wholesome and just like
Yeah.
it's like any job where it's like those connections are still there. It's just
Yeah.
makes me happy on the inside.
Yeah,
Being
yeah,
like
it does,
just those
yeah.
conversations, being like, how's you got a lot of load in your eye. You okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
I
Oh
know.
my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was gonna come out like that. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm an asshole. Yeah. Yeah.
So wholesome.
So at what moment, and this is a question I like to ask too. What moment where you're like, I fuck good. This is awesome. Let's make some money.
I had no idea I was gonna join porn.
Mhm.
So I was a physical therapist. I have been for 20 years
Okay,
now.
my shoulder. All right.
Yeah,
So
I'll fix you. I got you. I was sports and spine specialty.
Is that
for
how
a
it
lot
kind
of
of
years.
started? Like some guy, like you popped it really good, and he's
That
like,
would
"Oh
be
goddamn," and
amazing.
you're like, "Hold
No,
on."
so like physical therapists make okay money. It's
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I wanted more. So my side hustle was modeling, like magazine modeling, men's magazines, all that
Yeah.
shit. I in a lot of like low level shitty men's magazines.
Yeah.
And my current agent, she found me, or one of her headhunters did, and was like, "Would you like to do porn?" And I'm
Mhm.
like, "Wait, what?"
Me?
So I looked them up and I'm like, this is like a really legitimate agency. Then I'm
yeah.
like, do I want to do porn? I was like, I'm not even sure that I do want to do porn, but I got a lawyer, made sure I couldn't lose my physical therapy license. And then I'm like, listen,
Smart.
worst case scenario, I can be like, look at what Nana did. Like,
Yeah.
like I could just be
Yeah,
like,
that's funny.
I was a bad bitch. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted,
I love
I just
it.
wanted
Me
the
too.
bad bitch stamp. I
Yeah.
did not think it was
Just
going to
do
be
it.
a career. It'd be like,
yeah.
I went to Scott, like,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to
Get a
show
thing.
you fucking lived.
Yeah.
You know, like you really
This
fucking
is fucking
lived,
sick.
you know?
Yeah.
And then I had, like a lot of people, like preconceived notions of what it would be like. I was worried it would be like maybe not as professional as it is,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
knew I'd have fun
Yeah.
banging. And I loved it. I fucking
It
loved
clicked.
it. I did my
What was the
week of
first scene?
work. It
you
was
remember?
I did Girl for years. It was
Oh,
with
okay.
Holly Michaels.
Why do I know that name?
Oh my God. She's retired now, but
The
she had
look in your eye.
natural breasts. She was like a little taller than me. And like she was one of she was also with my agency. And like
Yeah.
I was new to LA, so I was still staying in the model house, and she was in the model house. And like
Wow.
oh sorry.
That's how
I,
you know
like,
you're
still
passionate
get,
about your
like-
job and you're good about it. It's like Like I talk about that in the same way that with my career and everything. It's like you see it in your eyes, and and I think with any career, if you're in it for the money, it's not going to work out. But if you actually like it for the passion, the money will come. Yeah. Right. So when people will be like, "How do I get into YouTube? How do I get into stand up? I just want to make money." You're like, "That's not going to work." But if you are passionate about it, then it comes out.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever worked with Gina Michaels?
Gianna
Michaels? She was like my
Is she your
growing up. She was like my
yeah.
Great White Buffalo. That was.
I liked Julia Ann, Janie Lindemeyer, and Nina Hartley.
You told us
when I was young in the 90s.
Yeah,
up and coming young woman.
Yeah.
Gabe, could you bring one of those up? I just want to see.
Yeah,
bring up Gina Michaels.
Blink 182 cover.
Bring up Gina.
Huh?
Fucking Janie, Blink 182.
That's her with the glove.
Yeah,
that's an iconic.
Stop it! You guys are men,
that's
and you do
her?
not.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to.
Y'all
I picked up
young,
that CD and got kicked out of
I'm
Best Buy.
43, so like I feel like you missed her era in porn.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
But I want to catch it now.
Look Blondage, look Blink 182 cover. So anyway, I went to AVN for my first time. I was only in the industry a few months, and I get in the elevator. And Nina motherfucking Hartley's in the elevator, and I'm like, be cool, you're cool, sure, you're totally cool, you're in the industry, you're cool. So I'm just looking like a scared deer. She's like, hi, what's your name? I said no words.
Really?
I just stood there like
Robert?
an idiot going,
no.
And then she got out of the elevator. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I get that.
But like, you jerk off to her for years, and she's like right in front of you, and you're like, you know?
Yeah.
So interesting. Yeah,
I had a legit panic attack, said 0 words to her. So embarrassed.
Have you talked to her since?
Yeah, I redeemed myself since in every way that you can.
Oh, hey.
However.
Hold on.
Yeah.
However, it was a very awkward first meeting. Yeah.
That's so funny. So you went through your first like week of scenes and people, you got like positive feedback and like, I can do this.
I went back home and I'm like, ooh. And then like a couple months later, I booked another trip. And then a few months after that.
And you were still doing physical therapy?
Oh yeah.
And then some guy's like, you're getting his back cracked. He's like,
oh, thank God I never got recognized in those early years. That would have been hilarious.
Guys come in, it's like, I got a paper cut. I just want to see you. Hello.
You look so different, like when you have like hoe makeup on, then like 0 makeup and a bun.
Yeah, but in scrubs though.
In scrubs.
You do a scrub scene?
Yeah.
That's when you start getting ready.
Now I have. I've gone like full like physical therapy parody scenes where I'm like talking the legit talk and doing the
director's
thing.
like, wow, she's really good at riffing.
And then like, to manipulate the coccyx, which is true, you have to go in the ass, which is also true. So, it just one thing leads to another.
That all really works.
Wow.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm comfortable with the human body, though, because like being a physical therapist, you're just used to touching people. You're very comfortable. Nudity is not a thing.
You got to mess with cadavers and shit. You're good.
Dissect a few people. You're good to go.
Do you have a favorite title that you've been associated with? You're like, that's just funny, or that's just good. Whether it's like Milf finds stepson playing with goldfish while naked.
There's so many good ones, but I feel like one of my most popular scenes, for whatever reason, is called Spring Cummings. Or Spring Coming.
I love it.
Yeah. And so I'm just like finding my stepson's cum in all areas of the house, and I'm frustrated. I'm washing it off the dishwasher.
In the microwave.
It's in the stiff socks. It's all this stuff. It's on the microwave.
It's in the air fryer. God damn
and
it.
then he, MILFs have like notoriously bad peripheral vision, if you haven't noticed. Like we're just really, and he somehow sneaks up behind me, and one thing leads to another. And yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I am currently a stepson, and that is never what's so funny? I had a moment where I was like, oh my God, I'm a stepson on this fucking show. I literally, because I just don't see her. I was like, whatever.
Oh,
but like that, the hotness of that relationship makes so much sense.
There's a huge difference between what you want to jerk off to and what you want to happen in real life. And that's like, people are like, aren't you ashamed for all your taboo scenes? I'm like, y'all know none of us are related, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's just to be salacious.
Right.
It's to be taboo. It's to push the
Get
boundaries
the
of your imagination.
Dude, listen,
not real life.
I jerk off to like goblins. I don't want to fuck a real goblin.
He loves that goth porn.
Do you love cartoon porn?
Well, no, is it? No.
The cartoon one.
Not
actually.
Lois
like,
Griffin.
Like when women dress up like fucking like demons.
Ooh,
they have like
hot.
the red contacts and shit.
Are you a fan of Burning Angel and those type of?
Oh my fucking God.
Joanna Angel is an icon. She is a motherfucking genius level icon. She started when alt girls, you could have one tattoo and you were banned from porn.
What?
And back in the day, no tattoos. You had to be like perfect little girl next door. I'm talking about like back
Even
in
if it
the
says like
day.
come here, something fun.
Oh, no. Joanna was like, you know what? No, I'm going to start my own company and I'm going to hire all the tattooed bitches and all the pink haired bitches and all the pierced bitches. And she did it. And she did it.
So
she did it.
I
She
love
started
those
the
revenge
Brain Angel
stories.
stuff?
She sold the company a while ago, but she's a good friend of mine. I love that
Good
woman.
for her, dude.
I love her.
I love those stories. There was a nightclub where a guy didn't get let in, and I forget what nightclub it is.
yeah.
And then he just built his own nightclub. Now it's one of the biggest ones in Vegas.
Yeah.
Those like revenge stories, I think, are my favorite. Of
Yeah, because she was there hosting AVN, buying her own booths,
Fuck yeah, dude.
like
Also-
rolling in with her tattooed girls all
One
sitting front
tattoo?
row, being like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
I don't know, one dude to be watching porn. He's like, is that a tattoo? I'm soft. Get me out of here.
Well, I also feel like before the internet, before you could get analytics to what the world actually wanted to see,
It was just based on the director.
it was just based on like 10 white men
Yeah.
in the valley and what they wanted to see. So it did not encompass the reality of
Of the
body
world.
sizes,
Yeah.
ethnicities, sexualities. It did not, it was a very ridiculous, skewed, narrow view of porn. That's why every girl looked exactly the same. It's because these same fucking white men were like, oh, that's all I want. Anything else is trash. It's
and then
like,
the internet opened it up, and now they're like, goth girl gets pounded out in a school bus.
Analytics show that y'all have been wrong for a very long time.
Yeah.
Thank God, because
What's an early kink that you had like when you were in college, you were like, oh, I don't know if this is okay.
being tied up.
Yeah.
I love being made helpless, and I really enjoy if someone can. Obviously consensually, nobody wants to be scared or injured, but if you can make me verbally cry, tear me down to that level, like there's something about like the catharsis of like crying, the insane vulnerability emotionally and physically added to an orgasm that's like, I don't know,
And
to
that's
me
like
really
he's
special.
just being
Yeah.
rough, or what he's saying.
It's
or
more
everything?
about what he's saying. I want to like mentally be in that headspace. Like
Let me
I
hear
don't
one
want to
real
be
quick. Can-
bruised
can I-
personally, although no shame.
Can I hear it? I'll close my eyes. Can I hear one that
I
somebody
don't,
said?
to me, I like to be demeaned. Like,
Yup.
you're a worthless little whore. Why don't you bark like a fucking dog?
My
and
seventh
eat
grade
this
teacher
off
would tell
the
me that.
floor?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's because I'm so like confident and powerful, and like I have such
You're gonna
strong
prove 'em
feelings
wrong.
about like who I am. I just want someone to like fuck me up.
Let's just say I want to try that one night with
Yeah.
my lady,
Yeah.
but I don't want her to feel bad.
Mhm.
I go, hey, if this is for me, I'll do
Yeah.
whatever for you. How do I ease into it? I'll be like, you're worth a lot. You're worth a little. You ain't worth shit. Like, ease into it.
For me, even before every scene that I do, we have a little chat.
Smart.
Before we fuck. You
Shake
know what I
hands.
mean? And be like, here's something that I am really into. I want to tie you up, right? And I want to objectify you. I want to objectify you physically,
Mhm.
and I want to objectify you verbally. What do you think about that? Are there any words you
The what
don't
do you
want
think
me
about
to
that's
use?
great, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get a list of words that they're like, I think these would be too triggering for me,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, wow.
And then you work in those parameters and
Love it.
see how it goes, and then the next time maybe you're both more comfortable and you're like, before I said you couldn't say this, but that went really well and I feel secure and confident with you.
It's a working
So
relationship.
now
Yeah.
let's take it to another level. Now you can add a leash, or you can add,
Bark,
Yeah,
bark.
yeah.
you can piss on me, or you can, I don't
There
know,
we go.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm curious because I think that level of sex is very intimate. And if you get there,
It's very intimate.
it's a very powerful bond to have. So it's like,
It's very vulnerable.
it's vulnerable,
It's
but it's
very
also different from
vulnerable.
like, outside of the bedroom, you're like, I have so much respect for you and I love you.
Of
But like in the
course.
bedroom, I just wanted to try this. So I'm like, how do you go from A to B without being like, what? You want to do that? How do you like, kinda
I'm
ease it on
always about
somebody.
talking. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and I think if you're with someone, they know if you respect them or not. So
Right,
that doesn't even need
right,
to be a
right.
discussion. They know exactly where you stand in real life.
yeah.
But the bedroom is another monster. We are animals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We are just mammals running around with like a decent frontal lobe. It doesn't mean we don't have
What was that
urges. It
song?
doesn't mean we don't want to fuck in whatever ways we can think of fucking. And it certainly doesn't mean we disrespect our partners, even if some crazy shit goes down in the bedroom.
Gabe, can you look up that song? What was it? Like, you and me ain't baby, ain't nothing but
mammals.
Let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
It's Mickey Avalon, isn't it?
Is it? No, I don't think so. You
No,
and me
it's
ain't nothing.
It's gonna come to me.
Do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. That's bars right there.
Yeah.
Bloodhound Gang.
Thank you.
What's the song?
Yes, it is.
It's The Bad Touch.
Mm-hmm.
The
Bad
Bad
touch.
I would have
Bad touch.
Never. I would have
I
guessed
thought it was
mammals.
like Simple Plan or something.
Yeah.
Plan B.
But I mean, I'm just gonna play that song and be like, baby, what do we think? Discovery
think about
Channel?
this?
Discovery Channel's horned up for no reason. They just have a guy with a $10,000 camera just filming pelicans.
Yeah.
Well,
And
dude,
then they always get someone with like a silky smooth voice to narrate it where you're like,
God.
"Ooh, yeah.
They should do that for porn.
They should, especially like if somebody's, blind or something, right? Maybe you should get like a really good narrator.
Well, that's what I was
like,
saying.
So
It's
you
like-
can like still hear the sounds of the porn. It's not just an audiobook. You still know they're fucking. You can hear it. But then you got someone like really descriptively helping you out.
Yeah.
So we've discovered this on Spotify a couple weeks ago on this podcast, where it's like there's like voiceover and they're kind of like painting a picture of that. Have you ever done anything like that, or have you ever done? I mean, phone sex is way outdated, but like, have you ever done anything like that?
I sell a lot of like audio notes.
Really?
Yeah, I
It's
even
like
have
cameo
some
but
that.
audio notes.
Yeah, where like I'll do like one of my most popular selling ones is I do like a naughty nighttime routine, like I'm tucking you in, baby. Let's get you all relaxed. You're such a good boy. Oh my God, I love you so
Like a spa.
much. And you just get your voice all right, and you make the tucky any noises, and then you're like, you look restless. Do you need me to help you go to bed? Just talk them through it. It sells really, really well, Yeah.
No shit, it sells well.
And then they listen to it, I hope.
With, like, noise-canceling headphones?
I hope that they're listening to it at nighttime and jerking off. I
They're
hope.
listening to it on the airplane. It's okay.
Well, that's fine. I don't care when they're listening to it. But in my mind's eye, I'm helping people get a good night's sleep.
Just like an MP3 format? Or,
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With the right headphones on, I would doze off so quick.
Yeah.
I could meditate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be my
but-
ringback tone when you call me. Ringback tones are hilarious.
Yeah.
It'd always be Hurricane Chris, hey, baby. But now it's,
Yeah.
I'm
Some
not at
hot
the fun
audio
right
note.
now,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe I will be. Give me a ring.
Dude,
That's it.
first of all, the kiss at
Was
the
mine-
end. The kiss at
Yeah.
the end was great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Was that good?
Gotta make it
People-
wetter though. No,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But I fucked up and I'm like, mwah, mwah. Now we're just doing ASMR stuff. Gabe, where are we on time? Oh, we're at an hour. Jesus.
Look at that.
All right. So should we get into
Whoa.
some
Let's get into sock
questions? I do want to see before we get into that. You brought this up right before we started. There's a girl that does Lois Griffin role play, or you did
Cosplay.
Cosplay.
I don't.
so hot.
I've never seen. If she has any, I don't even know. I've never seen her video work. I hope she has video work. But she's an amazing Juliet Mitchells or Michaels, an amazing cosplayer on
you got
Instagram.
out of
She
Gabe
does
on that.
Marge, yes.
Oh, whoa.
Yes, she
Lois!
does Marge Simpson. She
Peter!
does, I mean, her work is so good. She does like The Incredibles mom. Like, look
Maybe
at this girl. Look
typing The
at
Incredibles
her.
mom.
Like the
Has she
makeup
ever
she has
done?
on.
Have
Look
ever
at
she
her.
done Meg from Family Guy?
Look at this woman.
Miss
I
Incredible.
know.
Gabe, to
I
your right.
know.
Click it.
Oh.
Dim the lights.
Wow.
I
It's
know
really good.
it. I know it. I know
That's-
it. I jerk off to her Instagram. I do.
Oh my God.
Look at her though.
Yeah, that's wild.
Mars.
Wow.
Homie.
Right?
Wow.
I always thought Marge was like the least attractive mom in all.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not any fucking more.
She out here.
That her
Is this
too?
the-
I know.
Is
It's Audrey too. Right?
That's her too?
Yeah.
I think this is this.
Little Shop of Horrors. I think
Okay.
that's Audrey too. Probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll do too. There
Maybe
we go.
Yeah.
maybe click to the left of the Little Shop of Horrors thing. Yeah, just quick. Okay, cool. Everything's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I know it.
Just
Good
checking
for
it
her.
out.
I
Yeah.
know it.
All right, you guys want to get into Sock Talk?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Cool. Yes, we have some people that wrote in with some stories or want some advice, and then some people that wrote in anonymously. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one,
I'm ready to give out bad
It's-
advice.
Oh,
No, you're gonna be great.
so this is a submission from Brian, and he says, "My girl just confessed to me that she's been faking her moans with me. We're 4 months in." So he's a little heartbroken and disappointed by that.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be heartbroken or disappointed because I feel like the only reason, and I'm certainly not advocating being fake because it's not good for either party, but I think the only reason that some women and or men fake that stuff is because they just really want to please you. They just really want you to be happy. They really want you to feel like you're doing a good job because their happiness is obviously very important to you. I always suggest that people don't fake it, not to be a bitch or to be like work harder or anything like that, but because everyone comes differently. Everyone needs something different to orgasm. And every new lover, no matter how amazing they think they are in bed, still has to learn your body. And that's okay. And they're not going to learn unless you're like, oh, a little more to the left, harder, softer, deep, like what, give verbal cues, have discussions. Don't like you're already fucking, like you're letting them like shove their cock to the back of your throat and you can't even say that you need it to the left of your clit. Like,
it is true.
Come on.
Like, be a little more vocal. It is wild.
But
You're
it's hard
inside
as a
of
woman.
somebody.
You know, we're taught, especially like in my generation and before, we are the submissive ones. We are the pleasers. We are the givers of pleasure. Our pleasure is supposed to come secondary, and I reject all of that bullshit.
But don't you think
our culture raises
Unless
us
it's
like
Chick-fil-A,
that?
then it's their pleasure.
It's their pleasure.
Guys, this is a comedy podcast.
Don't you think on some level, like there are women out there that they get off by like seeing how pleased the man is or the
and
partner
then
or
that's
whoever?
fine. Then it's not fake anymore, though, is it?
But then you gotta return it.
Yeah.
Return the favor. You scratch my back, I scratch your
If
back.
you are truly getting
Cock.
off on their pleasure, then you're receiving it by doing what you're doing, and then there's no foul, no harm, no foul.
Right. Oh, so she's saying that she is faking.
She was expressing, I think, that she was actually dissatisfied and pretending that she was satisfied, and I would say that man should almost take it as a compliment that she's just wants to fucking make him happy.
I wonder how it came out.
She's trying. She's maybe embarrassed to share her needs. You know what I mean? And that it certainly doesn't reflect on his performance.
I'll tell you what,
it just
though.
reflects on her not sharing what makes her come.
If I was the girl and we were in an argument, I'm throwing that out there. And you're being a dick to me, but cool, I've been faking it for the last 4 months. This, acting. That's acting.
I took an Esper Studio class. Now I'm fucking sick at it.
Little Harry Met Sally action.
Exactly. That would fuck up my head. But if she's like, hey, I need to tell you something, then you're like, cool, we can work from here.
Yeah.
But it was like, man, fuck you. I've been faking the last 4 months.
Yeah.
Tears.
That's true. It really depends on the vibe
context
at which that was introduced.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, I mean, she already said it, so it's the cat is out of the bag, pussy out of the bag. But like, I don't even think you have to be like, fake it. Yeah, I don't even think I've been faking. I think you'd be like, man, like these are the things that I
This
like.
is what I would now like to try.
Yeah, and then you
hey,
just move
can we?
Yeah.
I hope to God, in any relationship that I'm at, we don't have the exact same sex from day 1 to year 10. I hope that we try lots of different things and we start doing stuff. We stop. We pick it back up again. I don't know.
Add some people.
Let's explore.
Get the neighbors in.
Add some people. Yeah.
Get the Postmates. There's got to be a Postmates. Because you know how it's like the pizza boy delivery? That's kind of outdated. It's
that really should be an app.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you put your tested status on the app and you can just like get called in.
Oh,
you
wow.
can just like get called in.
I was thinking for like role play. I was like, oh, the pizza boy.
No,
now
it
it's
should
like
be
the,
in there
the Uber
too.
Eats
Like,
guy. Yeah.
Right. Like on Saturday, I'm looking for 5 tested men to come at 5 o'clock wearing sports jerseys for my
Here's the
blah,
thing.
blah, blah
It's
fantasy.
called Door Dick.
Yeah, Door Dick.
But there would be like 5,000 people at your front door. Be like, oh, did you book the
No,
rules
you
already?
approve them. You got to approve them.
Oh, wow.
And then they get the address. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, that'd be very popular.
I mean, I think that's going to be the next iteration
then they
of
go
prostitution,
home.
though. Like
Yeah.
instead of just ordering quesadilla, you order like a man or a woman.
Dressed as, everyone has their do's and don'ts.
Whoa.
Everyone
Add-ons.
has their outfit availabilities, right? Wow. Yeah.
You need to start this.
That'd be
Their
it's not
dietary
illegal, but
restrictions.
It'd be incredibly illegal right now.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So
I'm so into this.
But where is like Amsterdam wouldn't be illegal, right?
Yeah, or like some places in Nevada, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Door
Door
Dick.
Dick.
Door Dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting 6% of whatever you come up with.
Yeah.
If you use Door Dick.
Sold. You got this.
Yeah,
You got
Shark
this.
Tank right here.
Shark Tank.
That'd be hilarious to see on
That would
Shark
be
Tank.
such a funny
Everyone's
thing.
out. Mark Cuban's like, I'm oddly in.
But
I
the
don't
thing
even
is,
say
it would
oddly,
be a
because I'm
$1 billion idea. Like, it would succeed.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you get through the legalities, boom.
Yeah. That's the
Fucking
only
biz.
big hoop.
Yeah. I mean, Oh my god, that would.
Yeah,
that
right
app
now
would
it's just called
blow up.
Tinder.
It would blow
Guys,
up.
this is a comedy
Yeah, but
podcast.
then you're like pretending to
No, I
date, and you
know,
gotta
yeah.
like text back and forth or just no.
This is just straight up
No,
bada
there's
bing, bada
no
boom.
dinner. You're just yeah.
Yeah, and there are apps that are like hookup apps, but they're either trash or they're just literally just profiles for OnlyFans.
Yeah, like offer
They're
up.
full of bots. Like even some of my like younger male friends, like they show me Tinder and they're like, "So you're on Tinder?" I'm like, "No, I'm not on Tinder."
Right.
In fact, the 2 times I've ever tried to join dating apps,
They kick you off.
immediately kick me off as a catfish
Yeah.
for using
Oh,
selfies.
wow.
Like
In the app, you're holding up your name.
Right. So like plain ass, boring selfies looking like a regular human. And they're like, "Oh, no, you're not like who my real name is.
Yeah.
You're Cherie Deville," catfishing people. I'm like, actually, I'm a whole human
Wow.
trying to like, yeah.
How did you come up with the name? Because that's not your government name, is it?
No. Cherie Curry from The Runaways. Yeah. Again, I'm old.
And then
But that
had you
bitch wore lingerie on stage in like the 70s.
Yeah.
Like punk rock icon. Joan Jett was in that band. Like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that you have a passion because I've talked to some people and they're just like, yeah, it's just kind of click. But that's like
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
because it's like, it
there's
has
a meaning.
There's
to it.
meaning behind it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really
I
cool.
always thought she was so hot, like young woman out there in lingerie, just like being like blatantly boss, sexual, punk rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially
Did you-
like then.
Did you ever change your name throughout phases or was it always that?
No, it was always that. Yeah.
That's cool. And you show up, you got to just be confident. Like, this is my name. They're like, hell yeah.
Well, I thought that was one of the most fun parts about starting porn is that you got to like pick this
I'd be
silly
nervous.
fake
Yeah.
name.
I would just like, knowing me,
Yeah.
I would pick something stupid. Then 5 years later, it'd be like a tattoo. I'm like, ugh, I shouldn't have
Yeah.
done that. I should have picked
You're
that.
like Johnny Dicks a lot. Fuck.
Honestly,
That's not
honestly,
bad.
great.
Harry said
Yeah.
it testes. I should have thought that one through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last name
Yeah.
McDixon. I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Gabriel, so we jump in.
Yeah, it's
more?
time to do an anonymous submission. This is just a confession, something that they want you to know. They say
Nice.
anonymously, I still have my ex-girlfriend's thong. I jerk off and come in it like I used to do in her.
I love
Hot. Nice.
That's
Not a
hot.
lot
I'd be
of
flattered
landing
if somebody
room.
like had stolen my underwear and was still jerking off in it.
There's not a lot
I feel
of
like I
landing
still like
room.
owned a bit of that cock.
No.
Yeah.
True.
Oh,
I'd be like, he
shit.
still can't get over my pussy. Like,
What
yeah.
a loser, dude.
It is
no,
a
I'm
loser.
just joking. I'm joking.
That's a powerful feeling.
No,
like,
yeah, 100%.
like we broke up like years ago. Like, yeah.
For the girl, very powerful. For the guy, a little bit of tears.
Yeah.
But whatever helps
Or-
him.
but-
I'm not
or-
shaming here.
But
But maybe that's what he's into, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he smells them as he's jerking off. He has
Well, in the beginning, sure, but how many years has he had these panties?
I
Does
don't
he
think
wash them after he jerks off?
hope
Are they
not.
clean?
I don't think he can
How
peel
much
those off the
cum is
ground.
on the
They're
panties?
They're
cemented.
so
I just
heavy.
have like a lot of follow up questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
But
be,
hey,
I
whatever
would
you
go
gotta
back
do.
to my ex-girlfriend
Mhm.
and be like, can you put these on for 2 seconds? Because the
Yeah.
smell's gone. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Get it
Dang.
freshened up a little.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well-
that confession's
I'd
real.
ask for
Yeah.
I'd ask her to wear like boxer briefs, more landing area. you
Oh,
know?
yeah,
Yeah.
more of a smell zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's well,
Mhm.
there's more,
Fabric.
not exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You date again, and
Yeah.
things end. Boxer briefs, sundress,
Dude, there was one time that I
Blanket.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I love a sundress.
Sundresses. Dude, my fucking...
There's nothing better than
what
a
are these
sundress.
Are they called maxi dresses?
The long ones? Yeah.
What
is
the
it?
hell are those?
Yeah, that's a dumb phase. That's a
God,
dumb phase. Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Well,
Sir,
You
get out
gotta-
of my head.
you got to get off the podcast. What an honor to have you on.
This
This
is
was
great.
cool. I think people are really going to enjoy this.
I hope so.
A lot of really cool insight that,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people had no idea before.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think it's to echo your point earlier. It's like the wholesomeness and the passion you have for this. It's really nice to see.
12
That you-
years, baby.
that's- Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 12 years.
Hell yeah.
You can be in this for this long and still hold like happiness towards it. Is fucking awesome because I think there's
Well, if
this
you don't, you
weird
should
stigma.
bounce.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but there's a weird stigma with it, you know. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
If
to,
you're
like,
meant to
see this side
stay,
of
you'll
it.
stay. That's how
Yeah.
I always feel. With
I
that
think you got,
stuff.
like you said, you got to get in for the right reasons. You
Yeah.
know?
Cool.
Well, an honor. Can people find more stuff on? Do you have a website?
We'll
or
just say
what-
my Instagram, Cherie Deville XO.
Yeah.
Great.
And there might be a link in there.
You'll
can
find me other
get
places
down
from
on
there.
it. Come
Yeah.
on, get down on it. Well, thank you so much
Google
for
me.
coming on. Yes. There you go. Not in public. Well, if you can.
You
Go for it.
can. You can.
You can.
Well, guys, that is the podcast. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please go, as I always say, please go on Apple and Spotify, rate, subscribe, and review. It really helps us out. Also, a friendly reminder, we have a Patreon. So for only $5 a month, you get 4 extra episodes a month. Drops every Friday, ad-free. We have iconic episodes such as the Gabe interview. We also interviewed Mr. Wallace's girlfriend, Crazy, and we can get more crazy because our parents don't listen to that shit. So go on there. Yeah, guys, till next time, love, kisses, big hugs, and, come in your ex-girlfriend's panties if you'd like. Bye.